Na, sziasztok! És még egy kis Hitman 2 Story Mode online. Minden igaz. Maradt abba. Azt hiszem enni. Galéria.
All right, you're not getting through here, waiter.
Cornelia, you made it.
Zoe, I've been looking for you. Or should I say, Madam Chairwoman?
Don't make me feel old.
Nonsense.
Nem tudom,
You
hogy
and
figyelj
Sophia are the most
meg.
exciting people I know.
Uff.
Speaking of, what's your next adventure?
I wish I knew, but Sophia,
Következő
it's like she's
kaland.
lost her taste for it or something. This place is all she cares about now. I don't know. I get restless is all.
Well, you're not getting any younger. Maybe you should take a break, hit the beach. A bit of self-pampering never hurt anybody.
Thanks. Let me think about that while I go toss myself from the top of the keep.
Oh, Zoe, you'll never change.
Az meg a potomány.
Uh-huh. It'll cost me plenty. Architects only. What's the worst that could happen? You even know who I am, sir. Just take my word on it.
Pont ezen a szinten maga kicsoda is.
Yeah, I can't let you pass. I'm sorry, sir.
Ja, majdnem itt álltam mögött, ez hirtelen a másik testvér. Itt az erkélyen.
I'm telling you, even a damn ghost couldn't get past this setup. It's the holy grail of security systems. Why waste it?
Indian relic. It might look like just another necklace to us, but
The council meeting. You know what it's about?
Climate change. Sophia Washington is trying to persuade Janus's original five to embrace the Green Revolution.
Fat chance. The original five are all energy CEOs. These guys practically invented climate denial.
I don't know, I mean, they're not idiots. It's not like they want to screw up the planet. Energy companies just follow the money like everybody else. Obscuring the truth, misleading public opinion, acquisitioning and squashing upstarts. Those are just some of the tools in the toolbox. It's nothing personal, it's just business.
My God, we're all a bunch of assholes, aren't we?
None of us have the power to change the world. So why not be the winning horse? Maybe people will wise up, band together, and pull through. Maybe they won't. You and me, though, we'll be fine either way.
Sure, but still.
It's out of our hands. All we can do is ride the wave.
You know, that Thug Delgado had a really impressive collection of artworks. Maybe there was a
Have a
sensitive
lovely
soul
evening.
inside that hard shell.
Actually, I suspect that most people will be happy he's gone. And the art pieces are in good hands now. Some of his contemporary stuff was not bad at all.
Most mi ez a kukucskálom, mert van valami, mit tudom mi. Induló. Porszívó figyelemmel terelésre. A kinti az ajtómenetségét becsolni. Igen, megnézzük majd.
That is Sophia Washington, chairwoman of the Ark Society, professional treasure hunter, and Providence operative. Quite the resume.
Felengedtek.
What are you, nuts? We can't have any waiters running around here. Get the hell out of here right now. Move it.
Jó, talán ezt is tudom. Csillár. Nem is állott, tehát nem is valószínűleg fejre lehetne. Ja, egyik van. Mászgatunk. Raider room. Fosztogató szoba. Zárva van amúgy is. Muzika. Várjam, arra, hogy feltűnnek a tombolaknak. Így se jobb a helyzet. A sok lámpa miatt. Szállj már le róla! Dugolna akartam volna felmászni rá.
Council still in session?
No, they've called a recess. Sophia Washington wants them to pass some kind of motion, but one of the council members is fighting her tooth and nail.
Huh. Wouldn't happen to be Jebediah Block, the coal baron, would it?
Yeah, how do you know?
Well,
So, Sophia Washington has called a council meeting between the original 5 members of the Ark Society. Sophia hopes to pass some sort of motion, but she faces stark opposition from ultra-conservative coal baron Jebediah Block. I suggest you find Mr. Block while the council is still in recess, 47. I suspect the headstrong Sophia will not take kindly to dissidents and troublemakers.
to know he's on the council. He's one of the original 5. You know, the first people to fund the Ark Society back in 91.
Találj Jebediah blokkot, két hogy merre van.
Oh, she was properly pissed.
Kapd be térképet kapcsolom, azon nem jelölött konkrétan, hogy merre.
What's it about?
What am I, paparazzi? I just work for these assholes. Same as you.
Well, keep me posted, in case teeth start flying.
Can do. Okay.
Jobb lesz meg, hogy még egy pontos királyra jön. Azt hogy cserélek ahol helyetben, ott mászkálnak körülött egy csomóba. A fel szeretik menni. Valaki kikérjük volna forgalomból. Mik vannak nálam? Azt tettem, hogy zajongok, lentről jönnek azért majd le az egyik vagy fent. Az a 22-es csapdája. Mára meghallja.
Affirmative.
Hova faszomba dúlnál? Ez látja, az látja. Ha lögöm, akkor a járőrök látják. Mivel, hogy oda nem szokott közlekedni kettő.
Sophia the steamer. What's she up to this time?
You know that Kronstadt designer in charge of the brain upload program?
Sure. What did he do?
I don't know,
Friend
but
of the Arc
she seemed
Society,
real
yes.
interested in this invention of his.
If I may
Something
be
called
so bold,
a kill
I
switch.
heard about
Kill
your
switch?
predicament.
Sounds ominous.
and,
Well,
I
whatever it
believe
is
I
she's
may
plotting, he did not want to be part of it. But
All right.
an order's an order.
Say the world
Guess
does
we've all been down that
collapse.
road.
The weather
Poor
goes
bastard.
haywire.
Well, that's what you...
Hát az Kronstar az mikorról ment, még az Miami-s pályán.
get for inventing
The
kill
Arc
switches, I
Society
suppose.
heads off to a comfortable Arctic sanctuary, while the rest of civilization falls into chaos.
That's about the gist of it. Sounds great to me. No more needy assholes. Why, what?
You do realize what kind of place it'll be, right?
What are you talking about?
100
Miről
or so
beszél?
people? No market, no economy, no social. Structures. It will be like a space colony.
űrkolónia.
Everyone equal and dependent on each other. It will be
Nem akarsz onnan elmenni,
It will. Well, communist.
That's what I paid almost $2 billion for. Why didn't anyone tell me sooner?
Merely food for thought, Mr. Block. Good night.
I need to think.
Remélem nem a lépcsőn megy le, mert akkor ráhoztam a sompolgásra.
Bah humbug. The council has been usurped by latte-sipping tree huggers. This vote can't possibly be binding, can it?
Of course not. We're a secret society. It's not like we can take our disagreements to court. But
Bazd meg ott, a faszomba vegyem ki belőle. Az ott kukkol, a másik nem tudom.
Expel me. That two-bit treasure hunter, Sophia Washington, has the power to expel me. Jebediah Block. Okay. I need an edge, and I need it fast.
Jebediah Block, DMI.
Oh, I will. This ain't over.
Azt nem tudom, hogy mondom, hogy azok rá fog nekem látni, hogy itt van. Magatom meg lehet mérgezni. Hát nem igen van nálam leírni. Még elvilegenni kéne. A más is tészta, hogy játszom be. Mert lehet, hogy amíg ott áll. Ez itt, hogy folyton oda fog nézni. Felkiáltó éreztő, hogy nem tehát ki kell az egyiket vonni a forgalom. Nem már egy konkrétan a helyet, ahol el. Bazd meg egy... Tetszik az, hogy te gondolsz egyet, azt...
What? Hey, we need some help here. Please get some help. Sir, there's something you need to take a look at, please.
Hey, what's the situation here? You look freaked out.
Somebody's over there. They are on the ground. They are hurt bad. They're right over there.
Thanks for your help. I'll report your information.
Hey, man, hands off. You're gonna suffocate that person. You gotta help me now.
Oh, kurva, nem ide. Az meg a kurva, rá... Miért tűnt fel annak, az meg, amíg ott mászkál, balra, hogy hiányzik valaki. Már utána nem tudtam becsempészni. Melyikből van több darab? Bazd meg.
Jesus! I need help!
Calling in! Calling in!
Hús, már. Bazd meg. Az mi a franc? Most itt elkezdem befele rugdosni. Most nem mindegy. Akkor már legyen leújni. Levonás meg. Most mit akartunk meg, aki nem kell. Nem, ez mit tudom én, ja, hogy ne legyek feltenni fegyverszer. És nem tudom, őrzem fel, tök mindegy, csak értem magammal fegyvert. Kastély kulcsa. Ez én is Szófiával.
So, brain uploads, huh? Living forever as a string of code.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Not in a million years.
What did they offer you? for your services to the Order.
Level 5 bunker in the Svalbard facility?
You're kidding. I'm in level 3, and no offense, but I'm like 4 patents ahead of you. Ugh, goddamn wage gap.
Nem értek én mi a szoba neve, de... Ez csak figyelemmel tereljük.
Hey, did I miss the keynote?
Afraid so.
Oh, shoot. I really wanted to learn more about the Titan project. I so want to transfer teams. I mean, who gives a crap about cryonics if we're building a bloody space colony?
Oh, I hear you. The Washington twins feel the same way. They're all about planting flags in the great unknown. I think they dream of being the next Lewis and Clark.
Just imagine. A self-sustaining colony, untethered from Earth. Free from millennia of accumulated bullshit. A fresh start for the bold and the brave.
Well, it's too soon to celebrate, I'm afraid. Titan colony is a 100-year endeavor. So, fingers crossed.
Ez a kis világirodalomra akarnak törni. Amelyik az epe, hogy néz ki, mint a hátrafelem menni.
How are you today, sir?
Már milyen beszélünk vele így.
I do it in a heartbeat. I already live most of my life. Why not take the final step? What about my soul? Would I give up what makes me? I give up, well, my humanity. Maybe. You know what? I haven't mentioned it to the family, but I'm volunteering for maintenance. At the Hyperborea Initiative. Apart from surviving the collapse, it would be a chance for me and Annie to get a fresh start, too. I've always said I want to live somewhere cold.
Valamiért vezetéke van vegyük kötve.
Oh, hi.
Power source. Cold fusion? I gotta remember to ask the question.
Játék hozzá egy kulcsot. A számítógépet van, nem tudom mit.
Mr.
Miss Washington.
I forgot to ask, but what are the most frequently asked questions about the Hyperborean initiative?
Some of those surveyed asked about security. Will the city have the defenses to withstand a tsunami of refugees? Of course, what they fail to realize is how inhospitable the inland ice is. Only the most resourceful would ever even reach the city walls.
And unless you're on a strict polar bear diet... Sieges are out of the question. Yes, very good. Anything else?
Others express concern about political interference. Plenty of nations have a stake in the Arctic, and Greenland is part of the Danish realm. Some members are reluctant to invest millions only to get caught up in some kind of ownership dispute.
That's been sorted out, but we'll make sure to inform the members in the next newsletter. Thank you. That's very helpful. Carry on.
Ebben lehet menni. Kártya nélkül nem tudjuk.
Modern society being what it is, my guess is that any impending collapse will go hand in hand with the banks going nuclear. The Great Depression times 20.
Welcome, sir.
Same thing a few years ago, but look, honey, I don't care how much titanium.
Ezek a mit tudnak lehetni a pincébe.
It's not gonna be worth a damn thing if your property's underwater.
I adore old castles like this. I'm sure there must be a lot of secret passageways.
I suppose you're right.
Szemedi hátulra, de fontom, innen.
My dad used to
Dobtam, amikor ideírtam. Offline
Take care
mode.
tonight, sir.
We were knights and nobles. No magic users allowed, though. This one time, the au pairs was invited, and we convinced him.
Nem tudom, mi hiányzik ide.
What if I refuse? What's the worst that can happen? The fires me? All that chainmail, just gathering dust in the closet. Yeah, I'll be fine. Just fine.
Fine, but fallout, nuclear winter, it all just...
If it was well placed. I'm not talking about major cities. Think fault line.
Good evening, counselor. Right through here.
Na, semmit jobbá. Akkor feljebb megyek. Nem szól senki semmit.
When did we five last have
Az még mindig van feljebb, nem valamelyik. Melyiken ez a hatodikot mondja, még van nyolcadik is.
fat lot of good that did us. Anyway, I just hope we're not stuck here all night. I want to go down and take a closer look at that new Titan colonization initiative.
Seriously? That's a little too extreme for me. Not being able to breathe outside? How's that living? The Arctic City project, that's the one for me.
I'm just covering all the bases. The environment, that we can fix. Granted, a couple 100 million people are probably gonna die or be displaced before everyone wakes up and smells the roses. But let's be honest, it's not gonna be us. On the other hand, a meteor strike, a supervolcanic eruption, no Arctic fortress of solitude is gonna help you there.
Fair point.
Most people here, they're just buying peace of mind. But me, I'm a survivor, whatever it takes.
Even digitization? Like a mind upload?
Hell yeah, hook me up.
Wow, you're not kidding. I don't know. I just think there's a limit. Surviving is not the same as living.
No, but it's a hell of a good place to start.
What's your take, Block? How would you like to become more than human?
Way ahead of you.
I forgot, you're already the Prince of Darkness.
Well, at least he has self-irony.
Miért ahhoz? Meggyengített valamit?
Planning the green trend. Block. Didn't see you there.
Oh, thank Christ. Go and tell Sophia if you're ready to move. The night's not getting any younger.
Konkalálva. Pápa választás, ennyi.
Mikhail, fill me in. So the transcripts are real. It's altered. Don't underestimate Lucas Gray. That's a mistake we're not making again. If he wanted Janus dead, he is fully capable of tricking ICA to do his dirty work. Don't forget he's done it before. The real question is why? If Gray somehow knew about Janus, he would use him to get to me, not have him killed. Yeah, that bothers me as well. Let's say Gray was just a figurehead and that Janus really was the true head of the militia. How did he make Cassidy turn traitor so fast? The man was loyal to his family, and yet Burnwood insisted that Janus and Cassidy worked together. The only explanation would be if ICA knew that Cassidy could contradict their version of the story. But this makes no sense. What reason would they have to go after Janus? ICA is neutral. I need to think. Thank you, Mikhail.
Mi van még egyel fölöttünk? Nem akarsz onnan elmenni Edvard annyi piacba. A moped buderelje. Felmászni tudok, hogy lehetőleg bekavaridni.
Kadir, fill me in. When? And you're sure he's militia? Why would one of Lucas Gray's terrorists be robbing a money transport in Belgium? So... this backs up the intel reports from ICA. After Gray dodged Burnwood and her agent in Romania, he issued a dark web message disbanding the militia. Bet it didn't take long for some of them to turn to petty crime. Armed to the teeth with no one to guide them. Get rid of him. Kadir, we never throw anything away that might be useful. We'll send an ether extraction team down. See if this Mr. Mills doesn't know something after all. Well done, Kadir.
Húzz ma innen sonyibúl. Na innen hát. Azon. Na. Nem lehet itt felmászni. Mehet egy kukkósz. Esetleg. Az pontja. Nincs egy erő. Tudom, lerántáskóból kerül. Hogy hova esik le. Confronto il rock panzi. Arra fel nincs tovább. Szóval itt a bejárat. Persze, hogy arról. Azt nem tudom, észreveszik-e? Kíváncsiság van, most mit reagál meg le. Penthouse. Van egy... Szerződés. Az eredeti 5-ök. Kastélymester kulcs. Azt hiszem, az egyik kihívás, hogy pont ebbe kell vele megölni.
Quite the experience, eh?
Oh, sir, yes.
Modern society being what it is, my guess is that any impending collapse will go hand in hand with the banks going nuclear. The Great Depression times 20.
Sometimes I can't tell if you're trying to talk me into spending all my money or sealing it in a cement block.
Sure, our parents were afraid of the missiles, but I think we both know that if it happens, there'll be some other element at play. Something. Even we can't predict.
I would have
Evening,
said
sir.
the same thing a few years ago, but look, honey, I don't care how much titanium you've got stored in your home vault. It's not going to be worth a damn thing if your promise doesn't work.
Tudom bemenni, ami kártyafüggő. És erről is ugyanúgy.
What about crop growers? 100's no good. Hydroponics, maybe? Or small-scale geoengineering. Simon Devereaux from Biosphere mentioned something about that in his latest TED Talk. I gotta follow up on it.
Oh,
Ki van csapni a gépe. És kihajtottam. Az nem túl humánus módszer. Valami kikapcsol.
Hey, 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 hey.
Complete nonsense. Anyone who
Come
signs
on,
this
don't
clearly
you
wants
me this shit right now.
There we go. Oh.
Yeah, hi, how are you?
Ja. Ja.
Miss Washington, after due consideration, I have revised my position. I would like to support your motion.
Well, well, look at you, Block. Finding your good sense and manners. Come along, then. I'll call a vote at once. I knew you'd come around. You're stubborn, Block, but you're not a schmuck. You know I'm right. The analysts at my father's think tank have been grinding the data for months, and they are rarely wrong.
The Karuna Agreement, climate litigation.
We estimate that fossil fuel companies like yours have a decade, at best, before you're all resigned to the junkyard of history. And what kind of secret society would we be if we didn't keep each other in power?
What indeed?
I knew we could talk sense. Just vote in favor of my motion, and I promise you, Block,
Ja,
you'll
meg
power the world for
kurva
decades to come.
Well, who cares how? As long as you're the one getting paid.
Belefutottam egy párba, vagy miatt nem tudok mozdulni. Newton baj van. Elbagolt a játék. Se így, se úgy. Na, várjál.
You're looking well, sir.
I'm saying, if you're preparing for
I am a little worried.
Evening.
I read something. Never gets dark. I really think they should push for that
They can't build that place fast enough, if you ask me. And they're gonna need a lot of people to keep that place going. You know what I'm saying?
Miss Washington, after due consideration, I have revised my position. I would like to support your motion.
Well, well, look at you, Block. Finding your good sense and manners. Come along, then. I'll call a vote at once.
Mondom, szavazás lesz.
I knew you'd come around. You're stubborn, Block, but you're not a schmuck. You know I'm right. The analysts at my father's think tank have been grinding the data for months, and they are rarely wrong. The Karuna Agreement, climate litigation. We estimate that fossil fuel companies like yours have a decade, at best, before you're all resigned to the junkyard of history. And what kind of secret society would we be if we didn't keep each other in power?
What indeed?
I knew we could talk sense. Just vote in favor of my motion, and I promise you, Block, you'll power the world for decades to come. Well, who cares how, as long as you're the one getting paid.
Ain't that the truth?
Friends and founders, the recess is over. Let's return to the council room and proceed with the vote.
János a két arcú Isten. Római Isten volt benne. Üljünk le.
Well, you've certainly placed yourself at the crossroads of history. Nicely done, 47.
Let's reiterate. For decades, you...
Várjál, nézzünk. Viking Barton. Ez a lovagpáncél az egyen fentebb van. Az ott oldalt van, nem tudom, hogy mászkál-e valaki részt a nyakából, akin Szófiának. Véres pénz. Az is Szófiát, csak hát mit tudom, miként kell. Valami toronyból. Azt mikor menekülök, de azt nem szeretném megbánni. Az is egy szinten fentebb van. A vasz. Az a másik. Az ágyú, azt tudjuk merre van. Valami valazó szobába zövéden már. Az, mi kell menekülni, feltörni, mint tudom, egy dobozt, megszerezni a tervrajzát ennek a ásót kéne, azt akkor abból ütni kéne lefele mindenkit. Ez kösz. Ott ilyen tojással kiüteni. 9-et találtunk a 30 bulletni. Ez egy másik lesz a sétáló halál. Ez van folyamatban. Ezek meg találtam. Csak ugyanúgy szerzik, az akkor tudjuk megmérgezni valami kitalált. Fákják az Brentford. Az a micsoda, azt a rugát is tudjuk fogni. A mozsikust kéne, az 3 mozsikust. Menekülési. Nagyon mondva úgy akarná, hogy a Konstanttal együtt.
the energy industry have conspired to obscure the truth about climate change through lobbying, misinformation, and propaganda. This strategy has been incredibly successful, but all good things must come to an end. It is time for you to adapt or die, ladies and gentlemen.
Évvel vagy.
This is why our analysts have devised a 10-year
Egy,
transition
egy,
plan
ennél,
to
ez
keep
miért férfi?
you in
Két
power.
van.
Play this right, and you will not only thrive, but this time, you will be the good guys. In other words, you have nothing to lose. So, everyone in favor, say aye.
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 Ki vagy szavaz?
Aye.
Yay or nay, Block? Silence is consent.
Szófia mellett vagy ellen szavazunk?
Cat got your tongue, Block. What say you?
Aye.
5 ayes. The vote is unanimous. The motion is passed. And now, I believe a toast is in order to the future. Signed, sealed, and delivered.
To the future. The future.
The future.
Azt kellett volna megmérgezni. De akkor mi alapján megy fel legfelül? Úgyis mit tudom, mit csinál, hogy... Na várjál. Hello. Kibaszunk a népbe. Ja, nem ide akartam. Én nem tudom, mikor jön fel, hogy most én akkor beletegyek. Valami módja biztos van. Hát nagyon nincs mit beletennem. Hát, hogy azonnal előbb nincsen. Most még per pillanat.
Counselor, sir. Right on.
Valami értelme biztos, hogy meg lehet. Valaki szám államszerepet csinál.
Miss Washington, after due consideration, I have revised my position. I would like to support your motion.
Well, well, look at you, Block. Finding your good sense and manners. Come along, then. I'll call a vote at once. I knew you'd come around. You're stubborn, Block, but you're not a schmuck. You know I'm right. The analysts at my father's think tank have been grinding the data for months, and they are rarely wrong. The Karuna Agreement, climate litigation. We estimate that fossil fuel companies like yours have a decade, at best, before you're all resigned to the junkyard of history. And what kind of secret society would we be if we didn't keep each other in power?
What indeed?
I knew we could talk sense. Just vote in favor of my motion, and I promise you, Block, you'll power the world for decades to come. Well, who cares how? As long as you're the one getting paid.
Ain't that the truth?
Friends and founders, the recess is over. Let's return to the council room and proceed with the vote.
Well, you've certainly placed yourself at the crossroads of history. Nicely done, 47.
Let's reiterate. For decades, you, the titans of the energy industry, have conspired to obscure the truth about climate change through lobbying, misinformation, and propaganda. This strategy has been incredibly successful, but all good things must come to an end. It is time for you to adapt or die, ladies and gentlemen. This is why our analysts have devised a 10-year transition plan to keep you in power. Play this right, and you will not only thrive, but this time, you will be the good guys. In other words, you have nothing to lose. So, everyone in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. Aye.
Yay or nay, Block? Silence is consent.
Aye.
5 ayes. The vote is unanimous. The motion is passed. And now, I believe a toast is in order to the future. Signed, sealed, and delivered.
Ígyekünk a jövőre,
The
persze.
future.
Ajaj.
Yeah, I don't feel so good.
Huh. Are you alright?
Excuse me? Oh, okay. You need to see a doctor. Now. Sir.
Nem tudom. Pirraukázni fog a... Adjunk neki átcsapkerék meghajtást. Úgy poénból.
One target down. Nice work, Felix. Next up, Zoe Washington.
Hát végül is az a challenge bejött, hogy mit tudom mi, asszisztálom, mit tudom mi, de... Másrészt, hogy nem maradtunk életben. Ha úgy kezdve megoldani, hogy túléljen, nem sikerült. Búcsol bele. Aby kireukázol Stanley.
HQ to somewhere more glamorous. Zoe's already.
Oké, hogy ezt le lehet lökni, de mikor megy arra egyáltalán?
Block changed his mind. That's a first.
I guess you can teach an old dog new tricks.
Well, the smart money's in green energy now, that's for sure. Even Block sees that. Besides, global warming has its beneficial side effects. Those huge swathes of land that we bought up in Antarctica are soon to be ice-free. The mining rights alone will be worth billions. In 5 years, Hampson Oil will be oil in name only.
Here, here. If we all play our cards right, climate change will be the biggest cash grab in history.
Hát dobjad rám a szivaröletet, nem számít. Nem maradt el valahol, nagyon sietél. A főnök azt mondja, itt hagyjuk.
Our parents were afraid of the missiles, but I think we both know that if it happens, there'll be some other.
Yes,
I'd
hello.
snap up one of those inner ring placements as soon as they were available. Oh.
Huh.
Nem siet.
Excuse you.
Puskából ütték.
Hope you're well.
Viking boltot nem tudom, merre van.
Story you told me with the wolves.
Oh, right. Yeah, that
Sir?
was up here.
Have a good evening, sir.
Szállsz egy körbe menni. Egy fotót Szófiáról és Blake-ről. Blake Natalia cringe-vadászok. Egy pénzszámoló.
Comparing battle scars? If you boys want to earn your keep, you could track down that anthropologist whom you apparently failed to kill in Brazil.
I hear you, Soph.
Anyway, you boys take it easy. Block. Glad you came to your senses.
I'm feeling, very vulnerable today, so can you, back off?
Vezetője most van nálam, nem? Kiderül. Nincs. Most már van. Csendbe rátottam magam.
Sir,
És beragadt.
back off. Understand?
Biztonsági szok. Mi a fej? Security. Azt tönkreteszem, akkor nincs kamera.
Ah, here's something, 47. According to this email thread, Sophia Washington has recruited one of the architects in a plan to discredit the Constant. Sounds promising. Interesting. The poison chip in the Constant's neck was designed by a Kronstadt engineer, a Mr. Marek Sinclair, who also works for the Ark Society. Apparently, Sophia wants Sinclair to approach the Constant and offer to remove the chip. If the Constant takes the bait, Sophia can prove to the Providence partners that their top controller is not to be trusted. Sounds promising. I suggest you head over to the conference space, see if you can't locate Mr. Sinclair.
Sinclair identitását derítsen ki.
47. Olivia is trying to locate Mr. Sinclair's cell number. See if we can't contact him directly. Stand by.
A metelje, lég ne terjek, az más.
There. We have Sinclair's number. Making the call now. Keep your eyes peeled, 47.
Még ez egy designer egy telefon.
Ah, good evening to you.
Telefonál.
Nothing? I'll keep on calling Sinclair until you have a visual.
Hello.
Modern society being what it is, my guess is that any impending collapse will go
Nem te
hand in
leszel
hand with
azt.
banks going nuclear. The Great Depression times 20.
You're not even thinking about the big picture. You want a factor X? Extreme weather, wildfires, all of that. That's the 1-2 punch that breaks it all down within our lifetime.
Vagy ott a másik.
Good evening to you.
I'm just saying, if you're preparing for complete global collapse with a bunker in your backyard and a bunch of MREs, you're not seeing the whole picture.
Okay, I hear you. But consider the cascade that even one major strike could have if it
It's certainly a bold design. What's the power source gonna be? Nuclear? Solar? Cold fusion? Now, I gotta remember to ask Clementine about that.
So, have you considered becoming a citizen of the stars?
Sure, valamelyik
I joined the Ark Society because I'm risk averse. I want to survive, not get shot out into space and die.
I guess that's one way to think about it.
Preposterous.
A lot of the others are already on
Don't
board,
I know
though.
your voice?
You're not
Didn't you
worried
just
about
call me a
missing
minute
out.
ago? Right, I'm on to you, lady. Good night. Mother...
I think you were coming on a little too strong,
Easy,
mister.
Marek. It's not the lady's fault. Hate the game.
Vacation. Hát itt... Rombok vagy te. Hát feltárgyalni.
Fun, but fallout, nuclear winter, it all just feels sort of quaint. You want to bomb, do a little research into pandemics. Some of the vulnerabilities in so-called modern
Speaking?
sanitation practices, kaboom.
Woof.
Seriously.
Jeez, what? You want a kiss?
I can't tell if you're trying to
Jeez.
Tehát megszokkolak inkább. Az vicc.
I like teaching student chemistry. I might go back to my old university next year. Would be nice to tell your wife what you did for a living.
I'm sorry, but grading student essays when you can play a part in shaping the future.
De nem nyúl annyira semmi ezeket a szoknák
It
ki,
doesn't
hogy
make sense to me.
How are you today?
Is that him? Shit,
Vacation.
don't look. If I haven't seen him, I can't...
a kamera figyelő, ez nem tud békés. Okay. Na, hogy vonjam ki a forgalom? Vacation. Diana, vagy melyik csörgítették, hogy lettem a B-ját?
Miss Washington, I forgot to tell you before, a few of the more prominent ARC members were curious as to how 3 of the top Hyperborean
And it has
suites were
photovoltaic
already
qualities as well.
considering how the
This
bid
is
hasn't
highly
even opened
impressive.
yet. In fact, the same thing appears to have been the case with the core suites at the Stronghold facility. Who is getting first pick, Madam Chairwoman?
Ah, yes. Well, some questions are best left unanswered. Don't you agree? Carry on.
Ma'am? And how are you, sir?
Igen, szó. Hangosabb. azért lehetne áramszünetet csinálni.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, I have absolutely zero faith. Oh, come on! But my DNA was meant for this current.
What about crop growth? Tundra?
And we're on.
Initiative to consider that. Hey, I got a space bubble, and you're in it. As it is, I just can't imagine buying in.
Hey, hey.
Két kamera is figyeli.
No way.
Nem jött erre.
The thing I am a little worried about is the daylight issue. I read somewhere.
Damn it.
What the hell was that noise?
Hello? Who's there? Who made that sound?
Bepad a kamera. Most megint válik. Még ez is furcsa, nem törik fel nekik, hogy nem működik, egy...
Okay.
Whoa! What was that?
That's Sinclair, all right. And those are the blueprints for the poison chip. Should come in handy.
A telefonja kell. Arcane Artifact. Mikor csak fel kell venni ruhát. Ez még nem kell a hátulra felkenni.
Grow up together. How is this any different?
My question is, why is modern replication what it is? My guess is that any impending collapse will go...
Nice evening.
I suppose.
No robe, no mask. Which rank are you?
Oh, I'm more of an outside observer, Mr.
Name's Sinclair. I'm Chief Technical Designer at Kronstadt Industries.
The name rings a bell.
Here, I think it might interest you.
What's this?
I think you know. The chip in your neck is my design, which means I can override it for a price.
Most interesting. Meet me at the tower and be discreet. We can't be seen together.
Always am.
Kövesd a kontot.
Took weeks before I stopped sensing phantom tarantulas scuttling across my back. Excuse me?
I'll be damned.
Miss Washington, how was the test response?
Na, mindig is be akartam volna ide mászni. Így felülsz.
Please don't loiter, sir.
Have a seat. It's lovely by the fireplace.
May I see those blueprints again, please? Interesting. All right, Mr. Sinclair. I'm listening.
Don't. In fact, forget all I said.
Excuse me?
This wasn't my idea. Sophia Washington. She's the one who told me to approach you. It's all a trap.
Go on.
I never asked why. I just went along because she's the boss.
And you're telling me this
Már megint a fotezsarét, és mint ezen szakadt.
Let's just say I don't like to get my hands dirty.
I see. Thank you for your candor, Mr. Sinclair. You have been most helpful. Hang on for a moment. Sophia, I need to see you at the tower. I'm sure you are, and no, it can't.
Nicely done, 47. This should put Sophia firmly in the doghouse.
I am sorry you got dragged into this. Sophia is spectacularly ambitious. Unfortunately, like most people of her ilk, she lacks humility and a sense of station.
And who are you, exactly?
A humble advisor. Nothing more.
Power without responsibility. Nothing humble about that.
You have my interest, Mr. Sinclair.
All right, I'm here. Are you gonna tell me what's so damn important?
Ah, Sophia. I believe you know Mr. Sinclair.
We've
Sir,
met.
you're blocking my view.
What of it?
I don't blame you for trying, Sophia. Just for failing. Upstairs. Now.
Én mehetek, vagy nem?
Excuse me, sir. This place is off limits, even to you.
You need to back off now.
Sir, I'm sorry. This is a restricted area. Thank you. I'm glad we don't have a problem.
Hát gondolom, lecsapnának, mint a taxi arra. Hova mentek? Nem jelöli a játék, csak hogy mennek fel. De. Mindenki meg, hogy csináltak tikot fent. Na, nem lehet feljebb menni.
That's your play. I recommended you and Zoe to the partners. Against my mentor's wishes, because I saw something in you. And this is how you repay me? You think because the partners noticed you that you have their trust? They're gone?
Van egy tárgyan kihívási velük és mit tudom mi.
Confidence. I have served them for decades, and you don't even know their names.
And yet, you're the one with a poison chip in your neck, and I'm the one holding the trigger.
You? They gave it to you.
Ouch. That's gotta sting. I mean, the Constant is like the voice of God, right? Only he speaks for the partners. Surely they wouldn't dream of undermining his authority. Only the partners are old school, aren't they? They recognize class, pedigree, birds of a feather, and all that. And you reek of middle class. You carry the stink of public transportation. And while you have spent decades climbing the corporate ladder, me and Zoe, we've got ourselves a private elevator and it goes straight to the top.
Don't fool yourself, Sophia. They may use you to punish me, but you're a tool, nothing more. And this pathetic ruse only shows me how much you have yet to learn.
I've said my piece. We're done here, boss.
One target down. Nice work, 47. Next up, Zoe Washington.
A remote trigger. Must be a kill switch.
I bet this would make the Constant come quietly. But first things first, 47. Focus on the target.
Az ágyúhoz mit tudom.
We're done here, boss. Zoe,
Yeah, it's me. Listen, I screwed up. The Sinclair scheme, it blew up in my face, and the Constant, he knows. He hasn't told the partners. Not yet anyway, but I sort of lost my shit and waved the kill switch in front of his face, so who knows what he's capable of. This is starting to look like a shoot first and ask forgiveness later scenario. I don't know why. Who knows what that man is thinking? I say, we flip the switch.